Hi everybody, welcome back. Happy 10th day of Christmas. We are through 10 days so far and we have another fun short tutorial for you today. Today I'm back at my embroidery machine. It's just so much fun to make things with this machine, especially presents and Christmas items. I just love it. So I practiced this the other day when my friend Lily was here and we both fell in love with this hoodie. We are going to be embroidering this design.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
For all you elf lovers, I am a huge elf fanatic. I love elf. We're going to embroider this on the front of a hoodie, and then I'm going to gift it to Lily because she was in love with this. So I'm excited to do this. So I will show you all the steps to do this on a 10 needle embroidery machine. I have the Ricoma EM1010 for those of you who don't know. I think most of you do by now. I'm going to be embroidering this on that machine and it should be a lot of fun. So let's get going. Okay, so here is the hoodie that I am going to be embroidering. I have already kind of centered. So here is my center line right here. That's about where I want my design. You just have to figure out what works for you. I kind of guesstimated on the location of this design. So right here in the center, I will be using an 8x13 mighty hoop. I will be using 2 layers. I feel like you can't have too much stabilizer, but you can have too little. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's been my experience. And with this hoodie, it's so soft that you kind of need that extra behind it. I'm doing 2 layers of cutaway behind it. And I need some scissors. Okay, found my scissors. All right, so here are my layers of stabilizer. You can turn it inside out, you know, put some temporary adhesive to it and stick it to the hoodie. I just kind of slide it in there with my hoop. Whatever works for you, figure out what works for you. I'm just showing you what I do. All right, so I am going to stick the hoop underneath this first layer. It's gonna go about right there underneath it. I know this tab is the bottom of my hoop. It's taken me a while to figure this out. I always want this on the bottom there for me. That's how I kind of center everything. So I'm gonna stick that in there. And then I just kind of position it. You can feel, see, I can see where my hoop is right there. So it's not quite centered. Right there. And right there, there we go. It's centered, it's straight. That's where I want it. I'm just gonna kind of scooch this in and lay it in between the hoop and the hoodie. And then I'll have to just readjust everything one more time. I'm trying not to move the hoop. I'm just going to position this on top. See, just like this on top. Again, this is just my method. I figure there's lots of ways to do the same thing. So just showing you what works for me. All right. And my hoop moved a tiny bit, so that's okay. I'm just moving it back. Make sure everything is in there. Looks good. All right, centered, straight. Okay. There is where I want it. So when you're doing a soft material like this, it's also a good idea to do some kind of water soluble topper, just like we did with the beanie. So I'm just gonna lay it across just like that. I'm gonna put it in my hoop. You can lay it over the design and float it if you want to. I just like to sandwich all of mine together. For me, that's just what works. So here we go. Let me get my hoop. We're gonna smack this into place. Here we go. And yes, this way. Ta-da! All hooped. I just kind of look under to make sure that it's all in there. It looks good, nice and tight, centered. We are ready to stick that in the machine. I'm gonna show you something real quick on my machine. So to do different sized hoops, you have to adjust this bracket down here. Because I was doing my 5x5 hoop earlier, this is smaller than I need it to be. So to adjust this bracket, there's two parts. There's a little hex screw right here that you have to loosen and I just loosen it just enough to slide it. So just a little bit. I'm not gonna take it all the way out. And then there's a screw right here. Very simple. And then you just slide this piece to be the size that you need. And then I'm going to tighten those back, and then it's the correct size for the 8x13 hoop. So that's how you adjust this bracket for the different sized hoops. So keep that in mind when you're going from different sized hoops. All right, here we go. So now I need to set up the design on my machine. So I'm gonna go to my file, and I think this one is already on my actual machine here because I've done it once. And it's right there. Maybe it's not. All right, try it again. There it is, yay. Okay, so that's the design we need. We press OK. Beautiful. Now I need to go to design set because I need the right size hoop picked, which is the D hoop. Press OK. Now it's just orienting everything where it needs to go. All right, and then it's going the right direction. I have the hoodie coming this way, so that's all correct. I'm gonna press escape. Now I need to program my thread colors. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is our design, and I'm changing it up just a little differently. I'm doing the Norwal dark blue, the water, this variegated blue and white thread, and his horn, I'm gonna do like a yellow and white. So I'm doing it just a tiny bit differently, which is totally up to you. And it looks like it has the threads programmed in there from the last time I did it, so that's nice. Okay, so my water is 2, which is correct. My Norwal is dark blue, which is 8, correct. My horn is yellow, number 4, correct. My wording is black, which is 10. And then my outline is white, which is 9. It's already in there. Beautiful. Okay, I press OK. Okay, and then I want to lock it. And I want to do a trace because I want to make sure I like the placement. I think I had to adjust it last time just a tiny bit. So now we're going down here to the hoop. I'm going to trace it out. Okay. So it's this number 1 needle is going to be the, oh, no. Oh, see? I shouldn't have pulled it down. What not to do. All right, so it goes too far up. So we need to move it down a little bit. Whoops. Let's trace it again. I'm not pulling it down this time. So it's right there. Ooh, okay. That looks, except it doesn't start centered. This is my center line, so I need to move it right there. All right, here we go. Let's see. That seems pretty dang good. Okay. I think, yeah, no, that's perfect. Okay. My bobbin is full. All of my other threads are good. I've double checked everything else. Okay. I think, whoops, I dropped my pen. I think we're ready to embroider. So I'm going to press start. It looks so cute. All right, here is our design all stitched out. Looks good. Okay, so after that is done, we're just going to take it out of our hoop. And you can get a sponge to take away the water-soluble topper. I just kind of pick it off and know that when I wash it, it'll come off, right? Up to you. And this one, you gotta be careful of these small stitches. Yeah, these little snowflakes are a little bit more fragile. There you go. And then I will just cut away the bulk of the stabilizer on the inside. And as you wash the item, the inside stabilizer gets even more softer the more it's washed, so that works out really nice. Okay. All right, and then I just turn it and I just carefully cut this away. Now it's up to you how good of a job you want to do cutting the stabilizer away. I kind of just go around it, making sure I'm not cutting the actual hoodie here. You can like sit there and cut all of this away if you're really worried about it, but it'll be just fine. That's the inside. And there's our hoodie, guys. How fun is that?
My buddy.
That's all there is to embroidering a hoodie. It's actually really quite simple. Just find a design you love. I got this on Etsy. I will link it below, along with all the products I used and everything you need to know about this. And happy 10th day of Christmas. I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying these videos. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.